So Giovanna is the founder and creative director of Brows by G, established in 2015 as the first salon to offer microblading in Winnipeg. Giovanna has since expanded beyond brows to provide makeup services such as micropigmentation, as well as develop her own line of brow products, Brow Luxe. She was the recipient of the 2018 Women Entrepreneur of the Year Award by Women Business Owners of Manitoba, and is the 2018 BMO Celebrating Women Expansion and Growth in Small Business honoree. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Margaret is the CEO of Needs Incorporated, a nonprofit charitable organization that assists in refugee and new immigrants to Canada. She was one of the original founders when Needs Incorporated was established in 1999. The organization aims to enhance the integration of immigrant and refugee youth into Canadian society by providing employment, education, and social programs to develop life skills. Margaret was our 2018 BMO Celebrating Women Community and Charitable Giving honoree. That's great. So thanks for taking the time to be with us today and have a conversation. I'd like to start us off by just talking about what it's been like this past year, having won being the BMO honoree at the BMO Celebrating event last year. Margaret,
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Biggest success, I would have to say it has to, again, go back to education. I have to parlay that onto my answer as well. My team is absolutely incredible. The people who work with me every day are incredible, and I think we've put a lot of initiative into this year specifically, getting better and not bigger, and that means educating our people and making sure that their skill sets are on point, making sure that they have opportunities to go and learn more and do more and be more, and offer them future opportunities as well to grow the business. So really honing that in has been a huge success for us, as well as taking other initiatives, sustainability initiatives, doing more towards helping the communities, and I think doing more for others has been, I think that speaks to me as a business owner so much, and the more I do that, the happier I am.
Yeah, it sounds like both of you enjoy seeing success in others,
Yes.
which is very important to make everything continue. What support would you like to see implemented for yourselves as business owners or running an organization, or for anyone out there who is wanting to get started, get going? What kind of support structures did you use, would you like to see that you didn't get, those types of things?
So support systems, I think that mentorship has been huge in my success and in a lot of businesses' success, but I think that there's a lack in terms of where these people are that have all the knowledge and the mentors, and then the space of where people need the mentorship. There's nothing that's connecting them right now, and I think that that connection and that innovation is lacking, but it's done on a smaller scale with certain companies that are out there like Futurepreneur, like North Forge. They're bringing some of those mentorship opportunities together with the people who need it. And so I think that if we can be more innovative with how we bring those people together, we're going to see a lot more economic development coming out of that, not just with females and with everyone.
Yeah, for sure. You talked about mentors and goals. Did you find yourself picking a specific mentor for a specific goal?
I think that I looked for somebody who was in a similar industry as I was, because I felt like they would understand some of the hurdles that I'd have to go over. But I think you have to be able to connect with a mentor, and having somebody who you can confide in and look to is really important. And if you don't have that chemistry between you, it's not going to work, and you're not going to get out of it what you are hoping to get out of it, and vice versa for the mentor.
So you talked about hurdles.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
What are two of the biggest hurdles that you have faced over the last while?
That I have faced? I think in my industry, being in the health, beauty, wellness industry, running a business in such a competitive market can be very difficult. And sometimes what happens, especially when you're in an industry where there's so much creativity, so much passion in what people are doing, I find that people think that they can just open up a business by saying, hi, I'm open, and then start offering some services, but have no clue as to what's going on behind the scenes. And I think a big hurdle is the lack of education and lack of experience that goes behind it. And I think I succumbed to that at a certain point in my business where I could only reach a certain point before I had to look for either more education or more mentorship in what I was doing. And I think it's really, really important to have more education in what you are doing instead of having to look to somebody else to do the work for you. So that was a huge part of it for me. And a second one I think would be just the belief in yourself. Because I think you can sometimes get in your own head as to what other people think of you or what you think of yourself, and unless you can overcome that own, I guess, conditioning in your head, that's the only way that you can just say, okay, forget it, I can do this, I got it, and you just go in and you set a goal and you head towards it.
A lot of self-talk.
A lot of it. Yes.
Good. Events like this help to bring that awareness. I'd like to see a few more gents in the audience, and that just creates that more global awareness. I'm my timekeeper. Do I have time for one more? Yes, I do. Okay. So on that, the support structure, do you think Canada has embraced the notion of economic empowerment for women? And is there any specific initiative that you think could be enhanced or worked on?
Well, I think that we are not doing enough. I think that this research was showing us very clearly that we are not doing enough.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. The one thing that I do think is that we can't just expect organizations or government or any of these large corporations to do the work for us. I think that within companies, within being an entrepreneur, within finding jobs, there's things that we can be doing within all of those spectrums to make a change. And the ways that we do it are not by taking like big, huge steps all at once. It's about taking those tiny little steps at a time to make that change, to empower women through what we're doing, hosting events like this, shining light on certain things, creating groups and women's empowerment movements. And even when it comes to advertising, I think stuff like that really sends a powerful message. And it's not to discriminate against anybody, but it's just to shine light on and showing that it is possible for women to hold the same standard as men. It's important for us to come together as a community and work together, because I think everything needs balance. In life, it's balance. And if we don't have balance in what we're doing, there's no ecosystem. So it's important to have that ecosystem and work together, and within your spectrums, to do your part in that.
Great, thanks. I think it's an ownership thing for everybody that we all need to work towards.
Absolutely.